What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be continuing the biggest project on this YouTube channel. And today is going to be part 2 of expanding the Eastern Box Turtle Enclosure. So if you haven't watched part 1, make sure to check it out. The link is down below. Part 1 consisted of adding the enclosure, putting in the soil, preparing all of this area over here, and digging out the soil around the enclosure. Part 2 is going to be better because we're going to be adding the plants, building the enclosures, the houses, another water bowl, and adding the turtles inside of the enclosure. So make sure to stay tuned until the end because this is a very, very fun video. And without any further ado, let's go on to our shoutouts and then on with the video. Today's 2 shoutouts are going to be Penguins Are Cool 836 and Phoenix Snowfall. So make sure to subscribe to their channels. Links are down below. If you want to get shouted out, make sure to leave a comment down on one of my videos and you'll get shouted out in the next video. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is get the plants. So step 1 will be getting the ferns and plants to be placed inside of here. So right here we have a very good fern, so I'm going to dig this one out to put inside of the box turtle enclosure. Right here we have the plant, and we're going to kind of match this enclosure right here with the same exact fern, and we're going to place that fern right here in the corner. Alright, so we have the first plant in here, and now we're going to continue with the rest of the plants. I decided some more monkey grass would look pretty good in there because it adds a lot of cover, and the turtles can dig underneath it and make it feel like a little habitat for them, so I'm going to go get more of that. Now we have some monkey grass. Now let's place it right here. We're going to go ahead and look for another fern to put in that other corner. So we got the last fern in here, and this enclosure is looking very, very good. Now let's move on to step 2 where we water all these plants and water this enclosure over again. We got both of the enclosures watered down. Now I'm going to add in the decorations like the rocks and a massive driftwood that's going to go right here in the middle. So I decided not to put the driftwood here in the middle because it was so big that would just take up this whole entire area. So what we're going to do is just put in some rocks and some enclosure areas that'll be natural enough to shelter them. So I put in a lot of new different decorations, and it is starting to look a lot like this one. Just wait until these plants get older and bigger. I decided to do something very cool here, which is going to be making a little stream. So as you can see, there's going to be the top of the stream, and then there's going to be a little river going through here. And it's going to lead into a big pond right here, which is going to be their new water bowl. It's going to be bigger than this one so that they can soak for even more time. So I'm going to add some finishing touches like adding some river rocks into the stream, adding the pond, and adding the last house. So first of all, let's go ahead and get the rocks for this and the pond. Right here is the river rock bag that I'm going to be using. And as you can see, there's some really good river rocks that I'm going to place all throughout here. So I put the pretty cool river rocks into here. Now let's go ahead and get the little pond for them. So we have the enclosure really pretty much done. We have all of the rocks in here, and this is looking very, very good. Then the water is going to flow into here inside of this bin, which I'm also going to put the rest of these rocks in, and that's going to look very, very good. So whenever it rains, the water is going to flow down here and into that container. Now the last thing we need to do before putting the turtles in is putting in the final house, which is basically an exact replica of this house right here. All right, guys, it is the next morning and we got the house completed, and this enclosure looks very, very good. So I tested it yesterday. It rained really hard and a river formed right here, just where I wanted it to be, and it led into here. So now for the moment we've all been waiting for, is introducing the turtles to a bigger enclosure. Alright guys, the enclosure is finally open, and as you can see, the turtles are already exploring. They're already heading into the brand new enclosure. Keep in mind they have never seen what is beyond this enclosure or have walked this area. As you can see, Amber here already found some kind of worm under there. So let's go ahead and put all the turtles right here at the edge and see how they react to exploring with the new enclosure. Here's Molly. We're going to put her right here next to Aurora. Next up is Ralph, our male box turtle. Then Apollo, which is the mother of our baby box turtles. And then, of course, Aria, our biggest box turtle. So as you can see, Aurora here is chasing a worm. I don't know what she's doing. She just flipped over. But they are exploring the new enclosure. I'm going to show a montage. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching throughout this series. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.